All right, hello, Dayon. It is nice to meet
What's
you.
going on? Great
How are you
meeting you as
doing
well.
today?
I can't complain, man. Busy. Today's been a little crazy. But I'm blessed. I'm doing well. How about you? How are you?
I'm doing well too. It's a crazy, crazy week for me. I'm
Hmm.
excited to do all these artist interviews. I'm excited to meet you all. This is a really dope experience for me. I hope it's a dope experience for you as well.
For sure.
Okay, so let me get right into the first question. You in your music, you rep the DMV hard. So, what is a day in a life like for Dayon Greene in the DMV?
um, I mean, the DMV is such a like special and interesting place. First and foremost, it's just like it's so many different cultures. There's so many different things to do, and that's why I love it here. So, I mean, like a typical day, like first and foremost, always getting in a good workout, you know what I'm saying? And making sure your physical is right, so your mental is right. Aside from that, man, like if we're talking weekends, are we saying like weekends or are we saying just like day to day?
Um, we can do we're gonna do day to days and then get into the weekends.
All right, okay. So day to day, like where you see me at right now, like this is my studio. Like my studio's in my crib. So day to day is just like waking up, working out, checking emails, things of that nature, and then getting in the studio, working. Call of Duty is also like one of my favorite hobbies. So I've probably been on that a little bit too much lately. But just that's day to day. Just studio, waking up, working out, getting my little breakfast shake in, lunch, and then studio. Um, weekends, it's starting to warm up now. I'm half vaccinated, you know what I'm saying? So like weekends is starting to get a little bit more outside. My best friend throws a brunch and day party called Liddy in the City, and that's in DC. So that's on Sundays. Liddy in the City is like it's just like a huge day party, beautiful black people of all different skin tones and colors coming together and like having a good time. It's not like a club. It's just more so like a bunch of kickbacks coming together. So that's like my weekends. And then Saturday, my other friend throws this thing called Southside Market, which is like a farmer's market, but for all black vendors. Like there's DJ out there. It's real cool. So those are my weekends and the studio weekends and the DMV for me.
Okay, okay. So you talked about Liddy in the city, so that leads me into the next question. So, I mean, I'm not personally from the DMV because they don't claim Baltimore to be in the DMV, but
Oh
I'm
my
in
God.
the
Y'all are
area.
cousins, man. Y'all are cousins, bro. Y'all are cousins.
Exactly. So if I was to come and like hypothetically, I'm not from the DMV. If I
Mhm.
was to come kick it with you in the DMV, what would be some like places that you take me to get the full DMV experience?
Man, first and foremost, like I gotta take you on U Street, of course. Like U Street is like, up and down U Street. Like, um, that's the first place I would take somebody that's not from DC to DC. Cause I feel like U Street, like you have U Street and you have like DuPont Circle, but I feel like U Street is like the black area. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a lot of like black owned places, a lot of black owned food spots. So I would hit U Street. I would go to 8th Street too. 8th Street, it's this restaurant called Jerk at Night that I'm a big foodie. Like, look, I Jerk at Night, I had it for the first time like 2 weeks ago, and that's the best Caribbean food I ever had in my life. So right now I'm really on that Caribbean kick. So I would take you to Jerk at Night, go get some little jerk chicken nachos, jerk chicken tacos, all that good stuff. But yeah, U Street, 8th Street, um, shit, you know what I'm saying? Even like a lot, it's funny because like we live in the DMV and I always forget how like cool it is to have the Capitol and the White House and all the museums that DC has as well. I feel like a lot of times it gets overlooked because it's right in our backyard. But that's another place I would take you who is out and about in DC.
Okay, okay, dope, dope.
Hmm.
Um, you saying like you forget how cultural DC is and things of that nature. So, how would you say the DMV has influenced your music as an artist?
In each and every way. Like, if people don't know, I my father actually was in go-go bands. And if you don't know what go-go is like, it's like a regional music that's not even regional really. It's like tri-state. It's DC, Maryland, Virginia. It's our own music. It's our own derivative of funk music. So like pretty much what we did, we took funk music and like added congos and different pockets to it and made it our own. So my dad was in a bunch of go-go bands growing up. You know what I'm saying? I'm 1 and 2 years old in clubs and shit, and I probably shouldn't have been in there, but pops had me there. And like, you know, just listening to like different bands and musicians and things like that has I feel like that has shaped my sound. It shaped my taste for adding live music into my music and productions. And I feel like overall, like just just our swag. I mean, DMV, Baltimore included, like I feel like just us, our area, like we're just way cooler than everybody else. And like I'll just stand on that and I'll die on that rock. So like yeah, like I feel like that shapes my music as well. It's just like a confidence that you have to have growing up here. Like if you know, it's like you gonna get joned on, you gonna get, you know what I'm saying? Like they gonna go in on you, but like it's all about just like your confidence. You have to have like a certain confidence, a certain air of life about yourself to like even grow up here. So I think that definitely plays into my music as well.
Yes, definitely a certain type of confidence to grow up in the DMV. You definitely
For
need that
sure.
confidence. So you talked about having that confidence. So like, could you tell me a time where you faced an adversity in life or like in your career, and how did you get over that?
Man, I face it every day. Like honestly, you know, I mean, being a musician isn't easy. Like there's 1,000 musicians, there's a ton of different people, and it's like there's a ton of different types of artists and a ton of different types of sound. And if you're not confident in who you are, you'll fall by the wayside. You know what I mean? You have to love yourself and love what you do. So I mean, I just think it's a consistent battle to just like um love yourself, you know what I'm saying? Truly be in tune with who you are. So yeah, I say we all deal with it, especially through the pandemic. Like you deal with this shit like that every day. Like you deal with you know, moments of just like uncertainty and things of that nature. But I fall back on my relationship with God, and like, you know what I'm saying? That really keeps me grounded and just like who I am and what I've been called to do.
Okay, so like definitely, like you said, having that relationship like to God or like a higher
Mhm.
power spiritually, wherever the person may be. So you talked about like feeling down and depressed and not like yourself in your song Free. And like
Mhm.
that ties in like with spirituality and like uh callings and things like that. So could you share more about like the things that you were going in during the time of creating your album Me?
Yeah, so I mean, me was made at a time where I really feel like I was just trying to figure out who I was and like what I more so what I wanted to do with music. It Free was also made at a time where you know, black men and women were being killed. So like um to to me it's like, I mean, just that entire time is just like rough because it's like it's difficult for me to see people that look just like me being like lynched and killed. So to me that's like it's rough. Like it weighs on me very heavy. So like that's a time where, you know, during Free, like a lot of that stuff was like, I think when I made the song, it was just a release for me, honestly. And that's why it's so upbeat and like more of a brighter song, just because I was like, I want to talk about this stuff, but I don't want it to be like dark. You know what I mean? So, you know, I was going through that, dealing with, you know, black people being killed, dealing with, you know, the pandemic just hitting, not being able to like see my friends. I'm a very like people oriented person. Like I love people. I love being around people. So, you know, to not see your friends, to not see your family, to not, you know, be able to hug your grandmother, like it's stuff like that that just was like weighing on me for real. So that song was definitely like a good release for me for sure.
Okay, definitely a people person. I hate to say it, but I really don't like people, but I am a social person, so it's kind of weird. But I
I
get where
have
you're
my
coming
days too,
from.
trust me.
Yeah, I definitely get where you're coming from. And then like mental health also plays a role in that too. And I feel like
Huge.
when you aren't like very confident, or I don't even think confident is the right word, but like when your mental health isn't in check, it's kind of hard to be in tune with others around you. And like
Absolutely.
being a black male, you talk about mental issues a lot, like depression and feeling down in your music and
Hmm.
things like that. So, how have you been an advocate, or like how have you used your platform more, and how do you plan to use it more to advocate for men's black health, mental health? Sorry.
I mean, just in general. So, I mean, we did a campaign with Free called the Want to Be Free campaign, where we raised money from my supporters and my fans, and then we donated to different organizations. I mean, dedicated to helping out Black lives just in general. So we donated to the Prather Foundation, which looks out for like kids in DC, and provides them with toys and things like that around the holidays. We donated to some soup kitchens in DC as well. So like I always want to be able to use my platform. Like it's about music, but at the same time, we're all people at the end of the day. So I just want to be able to be put in positions to always give back to people, always encourage. I mean, Black men especially, like I mean, Black women as well. But I definitely want to like get more in tune with Black men and just letting Black men know it's okay to be emotional. It's okay to feel. Because I feel like growing up, a lot of us are taught, especially being from the DMV and growing up in PG, like a lot of us are taught, like, you got to be hard, you got to, like not let stuff bother you. But we're humans too. You know what I'm saying? We have emotions as well. So um, I just want to continue to be able to build on that, continue to do fundraising, continue to do outreach and things of that nature to like ensure that our community is strong and protected as well.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, we need more advocates out here for
For sure.
mental health in the black community, also with black men, because the toxic
Yeah, yeah,
masculinity out here
it's a lot
is
of toxicity, bro. It's a lot of
is
toxicity.
like
Yeah, it's
relax.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Bring it down, bring it back to earth.
For
But
sure.
like you talk about having an impact in black community for mental health. So like where do you see yourself making an impact in the music industry?
I think. Oh, so you saying it's in relations to looking out for people with mental health issues and things of that nature?
Yes.
I just think the higher my profile gets as an artist, the more I'll be able to shine light on that. Whether that be through performances or giveaways or give backs. I think a lot of times artists, I'm not gonna say a lot of the times, but I've seen artists get on platforms and then it becomes about money and bling and chains and all that shit, and not about where you came from. So that's another reason why like I'm so like gun ho about loving the DMV. Like I just want to be able to give back to here because I've seen artists get on and not do that. So just in general, like I feel like the higher my profile rises as an artist, the more I'll be able to, get funds and get, different types of connections to where I can, bring certain things back here that will help mental health, that'll help somebody who's going through depression or anything of that nature.
Amazing. I love to hear it. I love people who have an initiative. Like you said, a lot of people just get on and then it's just like about the what I got, what you don't have, flaunting it all on social media, and it's
It's
like
corny, bro. It's so corny. It's corny.
like did you really make it? Or did that
Yeah, like no,
always
I
a
mean, yeah, because I mean that's when people are in it all for self. You know what I'm saying? And like I know it's bigger than me. I know I have a message aside from just music shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people are very one dimensional, and I like to think of myself as like a multi-dimensional person that like cares about shit. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I definitely like I'm I'm just manifesting that moment and praying to God for that moment where I can like really give back and like do things the way I see them in my head.
Definitely. Yeah, take your time. What's for
Oh yeah,
you is gonna be for you. That path is gonna come, it's gonna open up for you. It's gonna open up for Dayon, and Dayon gonna be
thank
out
you,
here
thank you.
Of
Thank you.
course. A few more questions before I let you go. You
Mhm.
seem like a very like give back type of person. Out here being very spiritually. So, who would be your dream collaboration?
Uh, I mean, I have a few honestly, but like, I mean, I don't want to say this just because it's like my favorite artist, and I feel like this is so easy to say, but Drake, like a Dayon Drake song would be fire. But another person that I've just been listening to a lot lately, and I think would be a super cool collaboration is SZA. Like I would love to like work with SZA and just like figure out what that dynamic would be like. That would be fire. And Tony Braxton. I want to like work with Tony Braxton just so we can remake "You're Making Me High." I've been listening to that song like something's been wrong with me. Like I've listened to that song an insane amount of times these past couple weeks. That's like the best
um,
song ever to me.
I can definitely see the SZA collab though, because like what you said with the go-go music and like your music is very like upbeat and funk. Like I feel like SZA, I mean Drake could too. He's very versatile, but
Mhm.
like I just see SZA like bringing something to the song that's like
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, that would be hard. That would be hard. That would be hard.
definitely. And like we talked about what's for you is going to be for you. So like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Like where not even where you see yourself. What goals do you want to set to see yourself in 5 years?
Um, I want to be a internationally reputable artist. Like I want to be known across the world for my art and my music. I want to open up a chain of studios. Um, that's like one of my business goals. Um, 5 years. I would like to be bi-coastal. I would like to have a house in LA and a house here in DC. Um, yeah, and I would like to have like a couple by 5 years. I would like to have at least two platinum selling albums. That's I think that's those are yeah it right now off the top. But yeah, I'm sure I have
All
more.
about manifestation.
Man, yep,
I
you
would
got
like
to.
say I will
I
have
will. I will. Yeah, I will have
two.
two multi-platinum selling albums for
Now
sure
that's what I like to
within
hear.
5 years. Yep, yep.
Yes, yes, sir. And before I let you go, because this is the Pen Festival, if you could drop a pen right now and go anywhere in the world, COVID free, where would you go?
COVID free. I like that you added that in. Um, I would go to Ghana. Yeah, I want to visit Africa like um really bad. I like that's so funny that you brought that up because I'm like my thing is like I made it a point to myself like within this next month I have to put in my paperwork for my passport. Like furthest I've ever been is Puerto Rico. So like I was just like I know the first place I want to travel to though outside of the country is Africa. So yeah, Ghana for sure. They go Ghana.
Okay, okay. Well, that's the last of my questions, but you could let the folks know where they can get in tune with you, stay up to date with you, drop your socials.
All that good stuff. Got you. My name is Dayon Greene, y'all. You can find me on social media at Dayon, and then Greene with an E at the end. Um, yeah, you can find me on all that. YouTube, Dayon Greene, Twitter, Dayon Greene, Instagram, Dayon Greene, all that stuff. I'm excited about Pen Festival. I appreciate you for the great interview questions and the awesome interview. Yeah, I'm just excited to be here.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.